Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bow. The text at the bottom of the screen says that I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 3, and I'm not. I'm sorry to disappoint the millions of adoring fans here. We're actually going to be playing Resident Evil instead, and I can't. They're not. I'm trying to log into Twitch, and it's not sending me my two-factor authentication code. So, Twitch isn't sending me a two-factor authentication code to log in, and that's pretty weird. I wonder if I should be worrying about that. But anyways, we're playing No, we're not. We're playing Resident Evil in black and white after a busy day where I'm gonna have to cut this one a bit short and only go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And it just I don't know if I feel comfortable starting yet, because at the bottom of the Twitch stream, it's gonna say that I'm playing Metal Gear, and there's disharmony. Maybe it's not just me. Twitch isn't sending 2FA codes. Restart your mobile device? Oh yeah, it says it's me. It's my problem. Sure. Try a different browser or incognito mode and use the resend code option. I could just deal with it, but also why I'm oh, I know why I guess that is my loss for trying to keep my hard drive optimal. Maybe I'll put in Monday's authentication code. Yeah, let's see what happens if I put in Monday's authentication code. Looks like the service worked just fine up until tonight. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, resend code. I got a text message from a friend of mine while I was saying these words, so I think my text message phone service is working fine. The problem is Twitch, and it seems like I might not be able to really look up a solution for that. Can I check if it's just me? Is Twitch down? I mean, Twitch is not down, but maybe downdetector.com might be able to give me some advice. Some people are reporting some server errors, but this is about Twitch drops of some Simpsons thing I know nothing about. I'm not getting my two-factor authentication code to log into Twitch, so we're just gonna have to watch me stream a Resident Evil game, but with words underneath the stream that say it's a Metal Gear game, and I'll also be unable to participate in the text chat myself. For those of you who are able to log in, or who hadn't had your logins cleared by clearing your browser cache, don't take that for granted. This is not an amenity to be treating lightweight. Now, Mooncrest, Suncrest. Okay, I know where to go. I don't think we need to save, because I loaded a tape to get here, and I think I fixed it. You know, I think I will save just for the psychological boost. I will be keeping an eye on Twitch chat and responding as I stream. I guess it's good that my stream key's working. But I won't be able to respond in text. I am coming to you after a busy day of annoying cleaning duties I'm doing to prepare for an annoying inspection that the HOA is doing on Tuesday. They're going to be doing another fire damage inspection. Funny, because the fire was a year and a half ago, and they did something like this a year and a half ago, and then we heard nothing. And now they're doing fire damage inspections again. Oh wait, I can't log into Twitch on my mobile device either because I would need a 2-factor code for that. You know what? Let's see if it sends my phone a code if I try to log in from my code. From my phone! I can't even think through these words properly. I had my first half of the day was busy with some pretty heavy-duty cleaning chores, where I'm like getting underneath the furniture and stuff. And the second half of my day was spent at a at a beautiful demonstration of cultural harmony in the Georgia suburbs. Okay, I got Twitch chat on my mobile phone. And it did not send me a new 2-factor code. I'm just gonna have to stream Resident Evil with words at the bottom of the screen that say I'm streaming Metal Gear. What a fun sentence to say. It's like it's really 1998 again. We're going to put the crests in the holes. And then we're just gonna come right back and see what other puzzle pieces are left in the storage crate. Aha! I think I'm starting to remember where I left off here. Look at that. She can auto-aim onto zombies if she's looking in the exact opposite direction. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. What? Why is this menu coming up? Oh my god! Steam... It was Steam input. So, actually... How do I get that menu back? Because it's actually kind of helpful. Oh, it's escape on my keyboard. Right, that's fine. That's what I want to do because it's a meta menu for the emulator. No, it's emulating. Okay, now she's not auto-aiming onto these dogs. Aha! Hello, Enzo Chocobo. We also need wind, right? Need sun and moon. Stars, and then wind. Okay, art gallery, right. Oh yeah, I did leave off at the art gallery because in the director's cut, the crows hit for like 999 HP every time they tickle you. Oh, and the art gallery might be weird because of the colorblind stuff going on. In black and white, I think we might have to, at least in the remake, you have to look at colors here. But these crows are going to attack me, so I'm going to get the jump on them and attack them. Yeah, fuck off. Get out. Ah! Ah! No! Okay, there's something weird going on here. I think there's a famous... I don't know if what I'm saying is accurate at all, but I think there's a famous glitch in the director's cut that amplifies the damage that the crows do. So actually, maybe let's not worry about the sun and the moon crest when we reload our save here. Let's worry about the art gallery. I think we'll get one more ink ribbon if I load up the previous save instead of the most recent one. How the HD remake would look in black and white. I'm willing to give it a try. The one before I played it, I thought that the red, green, blue herb stuff would... Oh my god, now my cell phone's out of battery. Ah! I'll be right back. I'll be right back in a minute. After a busy day of being outside of the house for half the day, my phone ran out of batteries and I didn't notice. And now I have a different smartphone where I'm going to be loading up the Twitch chat because some cool talk was finally happening about the remake. Yeah, the remake in black and white. I imagine that some of the backgrounds would look phenomenal, but the red, green, blue color coding stuff seems might be more intense in the remake than this one. I was a little worried at first, but it's fine. It turns out that you don't need to tell the difference between red, green, and blue herbs that much at all, if ever. And you can bring it up in a menu to get a text description. Okay. What kind of herbs do I have? Mixed herb. That's shotgun, because birds and... Yeah! How do I know if I'm hitting them? How much ammo do I have? 2. Oh, those are the birds on the other side. I just wasted some... Ah! That's so many birds. Oh, I couldn't shotgun them fast enough. Okay, heal. No! So, if there's a glitch going on where they're attacking you so fast that you can't even open the menu and heal while taking damage... No! If there's a glitch where the crows are attacking you so fast that you can't heal, that could be a problem. Waiting for accessibility must be a pain in the ass. Stuff has to work. Doesn't have to work, and speaking as a colorblind gamer, a lot of times they do not bother to make stuff work. Wait a second. These mixed herbs look kind of different. Is this a double green? Two green. Okay. So this is a red and green. Black and white, it kind of looks like a darker, lighter. Yeah. Try those crows again. Oh wait, did I put away the... No! Wow, man, holy cow. Do you gotta hit them while they're on the ground?
Resident Evil.
I'm also kind of digging the PGPX geometry correction. How it makes the characters fit into the background environments a lot more with the fuzzy and blur effect applied to the character. It's a really interesting way of solving a 20-year-old problem with is even not that great. CRT on CRT screens, it sure would make the backgrounds look great, but you would still see characters popping out. Okay. Ah! Oh! What? What is this? Dodge, I don't want to attack. Oh! Gosh. Okay, maybe the solution should be to run away. Maybe I just shouldn't even fight these crows. I wonder what happens if I press... Oh, no! I don't want to start a new game. Ah! I guess every single button on the controller decides to make me start a new game. I accidentally pressed that button the first time. I'm not going to save scum this just yet. There's gotta be a method to the method. Maybe I shouldn't save scum, I should walk in and out of the doorways. I should kill a crow, walk in and out of the door, try and reset its position. A real murder of crows, am I right, fellow gamers? How long have I been going for? 20 minutes. Not a lot of that time was spent. Okay, if I'm gonna be doing door scum, safer. Yeah, got him. Alright, I got one of them, didn't I? How's this gonna work? Are they just gonna attack me as soon as I open the door, or their position set back after? Yes! Oh! They can't even touch you. Alright, we're gonna need to bring extra ammo. We're gonna need to bring extra ammo. We're gonna need to kill the crows one at a time. And walk in and out of the doorway every time we get a kill. I should not bring extra healing items because they're gonna be redundant and not get hit even. Oh, is this when I should use the bazooka? No. I don't know though. Before I try the kill 'em all strategy, maybe I should try the evasive. Okay, new strategy. This time, we're gonna run to the end of the art gallery, hit the switch at the end, and then run back to the doorway. See what that does. What is the story with these crows? Because there is something going on. These crows are famous being tough, suspiciously tough. Suspiciously high damage is coming out of these crows for a long time, and it's kind of an inside joke among Resident Evil. The director's cut is famously janky, and this might be one of the reasons why. The basement music. But I don't know if it's an RE1 1997 thing. What did that do? Ah. I think it made different paintings light up. One, two. These no longer have switches under them. Holy cow, that must have done so much damage. I actually survived one hit from a crow. No switches. Aha! Why does this one get the light? Okay, what did the switch do? Oh shit. Message. Death. Okay, so does that mean an old man? Old man's bold. He is lively. Oh wait, what changed? What did the switch do? I should kill him. I don't want to. I have to. Oh, tired middle-aged. Okay, so the switch at the end of the art gallery deactivates all the other switches. So I bet if you press the right switch before, so bold looking old. Yeah, but if he's bold, might not necessarily be broke. The picture is entitled "The End of Life." Oh, when you press the switch, you get an explicit hint. Okay, yeah. Maybe I should... Maybe I should hit the... If there's a switch on the cradle to grave painting, maybe I should hit that one. Also, maybe this is how you're supposed to play it. It seems like it might be more reasonable to just run away from the crows instead of that ammo and trial and error. Okay, that makes me wonder if the crows are actually doing an intended amount of damage here. Oh, there's no... So the hint said, give me the gift, death, and life. From cradle to grave. Maybe I should go in order? Picture of a middle-aged... Yeah, let's hit the switches all in order. Infant, boy, young man, middle-aged man, old... Infant. Yes. No old man. Lively boy. Have young man. Now let's do middle-aged. Oh, newborn baby. Okay, never mind. Let's reset the puzzle. Newborn babies different from infant. Got it. Do you plan on changing the category? Yeah, I sure would like to, but Twitch is not sending my cell phone the two-factor authentication code to log in, so I can't. Born baby. Is there no infant? Okay, we're going from newborn baby to lively boy. Ah! I don't know if the switch is pulled or not, because it didn't tell me whether or not. It just said yes or no, and if you hit yes, I'm assuming it's pulled. But there might also be some game design logic going on where the conditions of the puzzle being met depend on a boolean of a yes or no message that you clicked on the box, whether or not they're actually simulating a switch there. Might not be happening. But anyways, newborn baby. You cannot... I swear I saw the word infant pop up here. We cannot possibly get closer to the first part of the sequence than... Infant! Okay, newborn babies on the other side of the wall. Infants on this side. Now let's do boy. A lively boy. Now let's do young man. Now let's do middle-aged. Now let's do old man. Old and old. Yeah, I did it, but scary music is still playing. Okay, now let's get out of here. Oh, the crows are peaceful. How spooky. Music's incredibly spooky. Yeah, the director's soundtrack is great, actually, except for the one. One must imagine Sisyphus in a room with crows. Well, I guess the zombie's already dead. Got 9 bullets. Not waste them. Hello, token. The crows approve of your puzzle skills. Ah! Remember how I said we got 7 bullets, does not waste them, and then used exactly 7 bullets, no more, no less? So the last crest is going to be the stars. Stars! And for now... yeah, we should refill our pistol ammo. So what room in here do I still need to check out? I feel like I've been everywhere, but we're missing a key. I thought I would actually get the helmet key for getting the next crest. Locked. Carving of a helmet. Is Edgar Wright the Shaun of the Dead director? I think there is a pretty funny scene where he wakes up in the morning all groggy and pissy and half asleep and casually walks past a world full of zombies on the way to the convenience store and back without realizing it because he's just assuming that everyone else is also tired and pissy and still waking up. Yeah, the opening, yeah. Is that so that's what it's like playing Resident Evil all night and then getting something in the morning? Where am I going? I don't know. Looks mostly cleared out. We got a helmet key on the north center of the mansion. And I think that room at the west wing at the end of the hallway is locked from the other side. Here we go. Oh yeah, there's a numerical code. We're going to the first floor. So I think we might get a numerical code from Dr. Itchy Scratchy's diary in this version. And in Remake, I think Dr. Itchy Scratchy is completely optional. But in this version, I think Dr. Itchy Scratchy is gonna have key code on him. I completely forgot about that because it's not a thing in the remake. We're used to the remake. When in doubt, go to the darker, uncolored rooms. Yes, but there is something. I think I need to get the code from the first floor before. But it looks like I already explored the closet of Dr. Itchy Scratchy, so the files. Filed. Botany book. File 2, nothing. The only book I've found this whole entire playthrough so far is just the botany book. Alright, we're going to Dr. Itchy Scratchy's room. Is the game black and white, or are you doing it to the game? I'm doing it to the game. Did I get the ammo in there earlier? I'm sure I did. Oh, nice echo. Ugh. Jazz room. Locked from the other side. Okay, so Dr. Itchy Scratchy's room is through here and to the next left. I think the thing is that I didn't want to fight him and use up the ammo for what I had available at the time. But now I got plenty of ammo, so I should be good. That'll be good cover. Oh! Never mind, we're good. That was efficient. Oh, look at that, lab coats. I wonder if Dr. Itchy Scratchy is in the photo of the doctors in the lab. Alright, now I gotta look for a code. Just a normal day at the Monster Research Lab. Code. Alright, maybe I should go upstairs and look around the locked door with the code pad on it and see if I'm missing anything up there. Okay, go upstairs and look around, poke around the door with the keypad on it. Might be a zombie up these. Generic key panel, you don't know the pass number. It won't even let me try and mash. Don't know the pass number. Okay, I'm kind of stumped then. Music is great. Maybe I need to double check the snake room. Maybe I need to kill the 2 zombies around the balcony nearby? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna poke around. I'm gonna backtrack. Balcony, snake room. After that, I'll really be at a loss, but this way I can at least double check the 2 least checked places. Oh! 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 I thought this was a puzzle unique to the remake, but it's in the original too. I know what to do! Ha ha! Of course! Wow, I love how the very second, the very minute I think I'm stuck. I have to expand the time. I end up stumbling across something new and cool to do that was right next door to me all along. Can I jump down, or do I gotta go around? Gotta go around. Yeah, no, that was wonderful. The feeling of, bit of hopelessness, or disillusionment, followed by a light bulb moment. What a wonderful emotional sequence of moods to go through. So this should have the tiger eye. I go back to the tiger room and put it in there, and maybe the code I need will be given to me then, or maybe the helmet key I need will be given to me, or maybe some other puzzle. Oh! Okay, that's not what I thought. So does that mean that the helmet key is going to be saved for later, for when we come back to the mansion? Because we're kind of leaving the mansion now. We're going to the courtyard outside. What's the fastest way there? I guess through the upstairs. We're going to be leaving the mansion and going to the cabin for the workers in the back of the house. Why are they going to live in the cabin? Can't they just have their smaller, less fancy bedrooms for the work? It's not even a real mansion. What am I saying? There isn't even... I don't think... Okay, I can think of a couple guest bedrooms that look lame. I can't think of an extravagant, personalized, stylized master bedroom in this mansion that looks like someone has actually been living in it. Right around the corner from where I am now, there's a thing that kind of looks like a guest bedroom where there are 2 twin-sized beds. Or that could be an old movie reference. Old TV and movie reference. And they look impeccably clean, like they've been made up. Oh, there's also Dr. Itchy Scratchy. He's in a bedroom. It doesn't look like a fancy master bedroom, but I guess that answers my question, that they do have smaller, less fancy bedrooms for the workers. Why am I here? I'm here out of muscle memory. I was not thinking a single word when going in that door. What a cool game! It works so well because there's so few systems distracting you from the core goodness. How good the level does. Visual design. Yeah. Let's check for zombies before walking a single step forward. Aha! So that's going to be used to turn a crank that fills up with water. it a bit to the left. Also gotta remember it's the big double doors. Room is still very symmetrical, it's easy to get disoriented. Zombies were already starting to roam, and they were just told to avoid them during working hours. Oh, jeez. Two? Radio.
This is Brad.
Brad.
Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody, answer me. This is
Brad.
Brad.
I really do wish that RE had stronger characters. At this point in game history, people have started to find the simplicity, the shallowness of them endearing. And to a certain extent it is. I have been there myself. But there really would be so much more meat on the bone of this game to chew on if there was something more interesting going on with the story. There's so many incredibly interesting things going on with the game design, story. Clearly not thought of as being an integral part of that design. And it might have muddied the water. I'm sorry for hiccuping so much. And it might have muddied the waters for how seriously... Oh, these hiccups. And it might have muddied the waters for how seriously the later Resident Evil games could ever really totally get. Because Resident Evil 7 has actually good writing, at least for the first two-thirds of the game. They get stupid again when it turns into a more regular Resident Evil game, but even then, when the writing is good, it's humorous and upbeat. Like, it kind of knows that Resident Evil stories are silly. But they don't have to be. Like, listen to how terrifying... There's some real horror. So, this thing Roller42 posted, I don't remember if it was in the remake or in Zero. It might have been Zero, because I do not remember this myself either. I remember a document stating zombies were already starting to roam and workers were told to simply avoid them during work hours. There is something really scary about a pharmacy company being the one in charge of researching the zombie virus. There is something kind of scary about them researching the zombie virus for military-industrial purposes. As a weapon or a super soldier training creator thing. It's all very cliche now, but maybe that's because they just fumbled the pass early on and set our expectations so low forever. Muddied the waters as I drained the pool. Yeah, maybe my speech there was environmentally determined. Environmental determinism in speech. Environmental determinism in language is what you witnessed, Roller42. I wasn't actively thinking that those were the words coming out of my mouth. The environment influenced me into doing it. Oh, hang on, though. Look at her climbing up the ladder, and you can really see the, what is this called? Square downsampling with a bit of film grain. From when she's this far from the camera, she gets blurred through a combination of film grain and some kind of Gaussian blurring that the downsampling's applying. And she will look like part of the background for just a split second of game when she's very far away from the camera. She really actually bleeds into the backgrounds. It's awesome. Yeah, it looked like she turned, because of the film grain especially, it looked like she turned into an FMV for a bit of the animation there. It's the part of the animation where the frame rate gets a little lower for a few frames of her climbing, so that makes it look even more like... Oh, and I can just run past these guys, right? That makes it look even more like she's a compressed FMV cutscene and not a 3D polygon render real time. I'd argue that RE4 has good writing, okay, in the sense it counterbalances the tension of the gameplay, bubbles of fun among white-knuckle action. I think my standards for good writing are a bit different there. I think I want something more than just a counterbalance of tension of the gameplay, bubbles of fun among white-knuckle. If you want... Yeah, but this... Resident Evil has never really had a very consistent tone between the bubbles of fun among white-knuckle action. How seriously we are meant to take it, I think, has always been a pretty difficult question to answer. Is it horror comedy like Evil Dead, or is it horror camp with a serious message at the end, like Night of the Living Dead? It's definitely not grisly, serious gothic horror that... Like an Alien movie or something. Like Silent Hill is the comparison, because there is very, very, very little comic relief in Silent Hill, but the comic relief in Resident Evil has always seemed weirdly accidental. Like, were their voice acting... Whoa, hang on, I know a trick. Yeah. I won't say what the trick is, because I don't want you to get... Oh! Never mind. I do not know any tricks. Ah! I'm really appreciating the fact that she can reload like that. I didn't know you could do that, and for a second I thought I was just gonna take a hit. Alright, yeah, there's definitely comedy relief in Resident Evil, and it's hard to tell whether or not it's serious. And the one time in Resident Evil 4 that I can think that the comic relief is serious is the Merchant's minigames. When you're in the castle and you get into a silly little minecart ride, it is hard to tell if the developers were on the same page as players for some of this stuff. Like, whether or not they thought a castle with a minecart would be cool is a possibility that still seems very real. When you're playing the game, though, the minecart in the castle is silly and cute and funny. I thought I knew a trick. And I'm... Herb! Is it following me? Are they both following me? Okay, hang on. I think I can fight around. Enough distance. Okay, good. Oh yeah, there is the giant robot. And there is also Leon's one-liners. Leon. But, once again, I am starting to wonder if the developers really did think that a giant robot statue of Salazar is less silly than the players would think, and if Leon's one-liners sound like a cool action movie badass guy, and not a silly child pretending to be one, like Sonic the Hedgehog or something. Oh, that does not look blue at all. I'm in a little bit of trouble, maybe. Uh-oh. Are they both blue? I can't tell until leaning down for 30 seconds to look at the menu. Because, well, look at... Okay, and then Chris has a funny line in RE5, but like, look at RE5 in general. That is not the kind of setting and imagery, psychological associations. Those are not the kinds of psychological associations that the audience is going to be able to... Why is there a gargoyle there? Very clearly, easily, smoothly handle comic relief. I can't believe how creepy the save room ammo is. There's similar subjective debates over the quality of the soundtrack in the director's cut, and I'm digging it. Like, the music is really scary in this game. So much so that even the save room music is scary. Someone in an earlier stream mentioned that the composer might have missed the assignment by accidentally making the save room music scary, and now I'm starting to wonder if that's actually to the benefit, because it gives you the feeling that you might not even be safe in the save room. Like, this is a baby lullaby that's seducing you into a sweet slumber so that it can so that something can attack you in your sleep. This is not a soothing kind of lullaby. There's something evil that we can hear in this music, and I think I can dig it. This is the music of an evil residence. Save room music should be saying, "You're safe for now." This save room music is saying, "Wouldn't you like to take a nap? Wouldn't you like to take a nice warm bath? Wouldn't you like to put your guns and your knives away and turn your back to all this room's door entrances and exits? Please." This save room music is saying with like a grimace and a wink, "Please feel safe for now." It's not saying you are safe. This music is making a sinister, false request that you feel safe. And that's so cool. That's so good. Something special. Yeah, this music is telling you that it sure would be nice to take a load off, put all these guns away in that big lockbox, and go to sleep. Nothing bad would happen at all, would it? What could go wrong with a nap? Ooh. I'm gonna have to make a stash of blue herbs. How about I do that next time we come back to the saber? I think I'll be using the lighter up ahead. Not liking how out of ammo. And the next few areas are actually going to be pretty different from the remake. I have so much clearer memories. Isn't a tentacle supposed to come out of the hole in the floor and attack me? And is that why the gargoyle is here, so I can block it with it? Maybe the gargoyle is here because this place is for the workers. Maybe the gargoyle's here because there's a construction crew or remodeling crew or something. All it somewhere else in the... Keeping it here for now. Look at me, I'm... Environmental storytelling. Okay, that's the save room on the right. This had a sign on top of the door. Yeah, you find guest room number 3 eventually. You need to actually know which room is number 3. Let me take another look at that sign before committing. Get a 1. This is 1. Wah! Ah! Okay, good, we're fine. Alright, that's where the gargoyle should go. Ooh, I can use the planks of wood to line up. Alright, so Jill's got her 2 feet, 2 boards. Get that gargoyle to follow. They are kind of directly underneath the light under the frame. Fucking so good! Okay. So I'm actually going to see what's through the double doors now. I have a feeling that the tentacle was guarding. But there might be something less valuable, and for 001, there's nothing guarding it. Federo! Wah! Surprisingly not that threatening. Giant spiders. 9. Oh, is that the code? Do I go back to the mansion now? Also, how does it look like a 3 ball? Oh, 1, 3, or 12, 3, yeah, 6, 9. So that's how she ciphering time of the clock. 9, 5. Is she getting 9? 9, okay. 58, 58, okay. So this ball should say like 12 on it. And this should be the 9 ball, yeah. Bottom will be the ball. I just shouldn't have even tried fighting them, I think. Maybe kept kiting them while taking shots from a distance, but I don't know if the shotgun was a good idea for that.
Resident Evil.
Emo. Shape the block before fighting. Yep. That's the environmental story that the environmental storytelling is telling us. Block. This time I'm actually going to investigate room number 1, below 1. Something new for the time I spent. Okay, the bathroom first. That do? just there for the suspense. In here. What is the point of this room and the water right? Ah! Misinterpreting distance. Danger. For shots. Was just worried about those. So, the point of this room. Ammo? Room exists so that I can get a bit of extra shotgun ammo at the rounds of shotgun ammo. Okay. Hey old lady hater, welcome to the Jill Sandwich stream. Jill Sandwich Saturday. There's a special item on the menu today. Let's use the grenade launcher for once. Giant spiders, grenade launcher. Seems appropriate. Bazooka! Right, it's a bazooka, not a grenade launcher. Rounds. Do I have any acid rounds? My green and green mixture. Did I eat that earlier? This one's green and red, right? Tell by the light levels. Yeah. You know what? All this talk about herbs, and the fact that I'm about to go fight giant spiders, reminds me that there is a stash of blue herbs outside the safe room. I wanted to bring it to my safe box for later. Sounds like a cat walking across the piano. Where is it? I can hear it. Ah! Okay, good, I'm fine. I'm not poisoned. Oh, that's a pinball machine. Seems like there's a little gap of space there. Now, these candles... lighter I picked up, I can use it on my candle. I was thinking with remake logic. AC. Oh. Sure, thank you. Can't carry... Alright, we got a book. Spiders are really dead, right? Are they going to be coming back if I leave and come back? Let's refresh ourselves on the code. It was 9:58, right? Start board. Clock dial. Code. We got a code. We got ink ribbons. Then there's this book. Don't remind me smoking Sensei. It's been a long night. Twitch won't let me log in because of some two-factor authentication codes that they are not sending out. A problem I do not think is on my end, because I'm able to text message my friends fine, but my friend Twitch.com is just not sending me codes. They're having error code. They're having server errors tonight because the kids are really into The Simpsons right now again, somehow. I saw that downdetector.com reported a lot of users complaining that Twitch was having server errors due to some kind of Twitch drop involving a Homer character. A lot of people were complaining that they couldn't get their Twitch drops in for their Homer Simpson unlock. But I'm complaining about how I can't get my two-factor code to log in the first place. I didn't see anyone else complain about that, but I'm assuming that means that Twitch was having server issues. A couple minutes where I needed them. How come I can't combine these ink ribbons? Combine. Wait, no, is that how I have to do it? Yes. Alright. Do we have any pistol ammo? Ugh, we can't combine things by slapping them on top of each other's space and... Oh, I forgot, I do have a revolver. I remember that. Okay, let's go get that book. Oh good, they saved the gargoyle position. put this in a bookshelf, solve a puzzle, remember correctly. Oh, and that might come out later when we are fighting the giant zombie plant mob. So maybe I should put this in my gargoyle guarding this bill. Okay, gotta keep my train of thought going. Have a good night, Victoral Husk. I'm putting away the book. I'm combining the shells. And I need to organize my inventory. And put puzzle items in a group, and healing items in a different group, and weapon items and ammo. Okay, so the bazooka needs to just go a little lower on the list. Wait, I do have more shells in the box? Missed that. My box is very unorganized right now, but that's less exciting than... There am. Okay, I guess this means that guest room number 2 is going to be the one at the hallway. Creepy. Should be more furniture in this room. And is that going to be a hornet nest? Yeah. I've played for an hour 22. Some point soon. Could wrap up because I'm so tired, but at the same time, it feels like we're just getting good. Eight. Infinity. Okay.
It can't be true. I've been told a different story.
There's nothing we can do. The situation has changed.
But it's not necessary for you to destroy stars. What about my family? So everything depends on me, huh?
Her head movements.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Barry. I heard someone talking.
So you heard it too. I think I'm getting old. It seems that talking to myself is becoming a habit.
talking to yourself? Barry, something must have happened to you. Am I wrong? You sound strange.
Well, it seems I made you worry, but don't. Maybe I have been a nervous wreck since all of these strange things started happening. Well, I think I'll go out and get some fresh air for a change.
Music
told
is
you,
so
don't worry.
weird.
I'll just go and get some fresh air and be eaten by a monster.
He has his gun out while he's talking like this, and the music is like this. The music is weird because it doesn't sound like grisly, awful survival horror music. It sounds like the music you would hear in a cartoon when a character is nervously navigating a nervous anxiety situation. And it works because, as weird as that is, this is the kind of place where you might want things to be weird and surreal, and you're also supposed to be nervous and riddled with anxiety anyway. So your mood does match the music, but the tone of the music does not match the tone of the game, which is one that embraces a lot of tonal dissonance. Dormitory sketch? Oh, it's a map. Okay. Oh, they're calling it a dormitory. I kind of like dormitory better than guardhouse. That feels like it describes the social dynamics of Spencer Manor a lot better. Alright. Got a bathroom, there's another guest room, and then that big dark one to the far right is gonna be the boss plant room. B1, this is the aqua ring in the remake, and this one, oh, it's still kind of a ring. There's a loop going on. It's just a square-shaped ring. There's gonna be sharks. That's gonna be fun. How the blue of the water looks in black and white will be. I wonder if Barry took a nap. The bed looks used for one. Lucas, it sounds like LucasArts adventure game music, yeah. Like that's the kind of music you hear when you're thinking of how to combine a rubber chicken with a glove with a broom handle to grab something out of reach. That's the kind of music that you hear when you're thinking of a cartoony, stupid puzzle that requires some kind of thought to figure out to reach a really stupid solution. But the music is like to kind of sort of reflect how when you're thinking through this problem, you'll go, maybe I do this, or maybe I don't know. That's what this music sounds like. It sounds like you're saying, maybe I should do this or not. I don't know. I hate having to scan all these notes for keypad codes. There was one on the pool table, but it didn't seem like she was very jazzed about deciphering that. 958. Look at these numbers here. 4, 42. 42. 42, 42, plant 42. Oh my god, I might have to do the chemical mixing. That was always annoying. Maybe I should wrap up the stream before doing the chemical mixing. I love how, like, the stuff coming out of my mouth has been a lot of expressions of trouble and frustration and annoyances. But boy, oh boy, is this fun. This game is so fucking good. Effected? Or has it been affected? I'm squirming. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I don't know. Maybe I should. Oh, I don't know. All right, I'm back. Every time I hear the Resident Evil Director's Cut soundtrack for the rest of my life, I'm just going to imagine Justin McElroy or someone shrugging their shoulders, darting their eyes left and right, maybe sweating a bit and going, maybe I should do this thing, or maybe no, I don't know. It sounds like you could speak to this song, speak to this game's music tracks in a way that very, very efficiently capture the. But anyways, I need to read this, and then after I'm done reading this, I need to explain what I actually did today that made me so tired, besides the first half of the day that was spent with cleaning chores to prepare for a stupid fire damage inspection on this upcoming week. Whew. It is easily imaginable. Some chemical elements were blended in. How very scientific of you, Mr. Scientist. Monster researcher. How do you explain, like, to your family that your job is to go research monsters in a lab? That's what your version of science, your specialty, your scientific specialty is monster researcher. Ooh. Henry Sarton. So I guess when you find the code for the keypad door in the mansion, it'll probably be more explicit and not really a puzzle to solve. It'll probably be something where Jill might look at the camera and say, wow, I got it! The code for the mansion! And, the reason I say this is because you can't input false commands. You cannot operate the keypad. It's inoperable. Do I wanna go down there? Nah, let's stay upstairs. Because there's some rooms I need to. Oh, another guest room. Wait, so water is left. What was the deal with that water? Was that water just there to build suspense or like spook you out, make you think there was something under there? Because the gag about a survival horror game having something hidden in a bathtub full of disgusting water is something that really came into its own after like Silent Hill 2. This is many years before that. And by many, we really mean what? 5? Came out 5 years before Silent Hill 2. What a time to be growing up as a kid. They were all under evil 90s NDAs, and they also didn't have social media to leak secrets out with. Item placement depending. Oh, yeah, that might actually be. The raison d'entrée. That bathwater. I'm gonna have to make a choice about which one or two of these up. Through. I think I see two different colors, two different shades. I think the red herb was the one closer to the camera. Yeah, see, from a distance, there are 3 herbs. One of them is brighter than... No! See, look at that. Color, black and white mode. Got me again. Okay, let me just double check what the upper... I guess I can double up on green herb. When tech actually felt like it. Oh, it didn't just feel like it, it was. That's a 5-year difference. 5 years, the late 90s. And the difference between Resident Evil 1 to Silent Hill. 5 years in the 2020s means the difference between five years in 2020s is the difference between, let's say, Resident Evil 7 and 8. And I think Resident Evil 7 came out in, like, 2017. I don't think Resident Evil 7 even came out in the 2020s. Resident Evil 8... Ah! Bees! I think came out in 21 or 22. They're very similar, except one of them did not have the super cool VR mode. It actually felt like a step up in technology. Like, went backward. And then it has been at least a half a decade with no Resident Evil at all. No real big games or innovation in the concept of survival horror and the popular. RE8 was 21. 7, 8, 9, 20, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 21. 5 years. That's 5 years between RE7 and RE8 then. So, on a flat screen, they kind of look the same to me. RE8 takes place in castles, there's less colors, but as far as like fidelity, the level of how many systems are getting simulated, how much of the environment is interactable, how much detail and realism is visible in the visuals, they're borderline identical unless you're playing one of those games in VR. And the other one, the latest of the two, does the latest and greatest between the two of those does not actually. Oh, okay. Does not actually have something. Evolution. That we used for that experiment. Scientific precision of these reports is astounding. Stimulating smell, ooh. I gotta go back to my save room, get the book. Can I move it? It looks janky in 3D instead of 2D, but I cannot move it. Oh, I bet it moves when you put the blank book in the bookshelf. Oh, RE4 was 23, so that's That's your filler gap. Yeah. Remake that I really like as much. Nothing major. Guess this room was waste of a shotgun shell. Technically, RE4 Remake came out last year. We got Requiem coming out next year. Oh, well. How different are they going to be from RE7? Okay, I'm going for the book. Actually, maybe this is where we should wrap it, because when I put the book in my inventory and save the game with it, I will know exactly what to do and where to go when I reload the game again. It's a good reminder. I'm just a little worried about forgetting in my short-term memory. I'm just a little worried about forgetting in my medium to long-term memory, whenever I pick this game back up again, about the little hatch that you climb down to get to the Aqua Ring. It's a little out of the way. I don't want to have to backtrack too long if I forget the detail on that one. Okay, these flame rounds are going to go in the ammo pile. That's the herb pile. Here we go. Ammo pile. Shells. Oh, perfect. I'll have a nicely optimized inventory this way. When did I pick up this first aid spray? I think I just doubled up on healing items this time because I was nervous, but they're just going to go to top the herb pile. Okay, I got an herb pile, healing item pile, I got a weapon pile, Berettas. And then we're gonna have the puzzle items pile, and we're gonna include ink ribbon, actually. Blank book, the important one. Okay, Beretta's gonna go at the top of the weapons pile. And what we'll... Let's put 2 blank spaces between the weapons pile and the puzzle pile. Should I bring a heal with me? Yes, I should. Don't mess up my piles. Okay. Okay, this should be good. This should be a good reminder for what I need to do next time. Alright. Now we'll finally get around to saying why I was so tired. In the first half of the day, I was doing some heavy-duty apartment cleaning to prepare for fire damage inspection next week. For the second half of the day, I went to a beautiful celebration of Taiwanese culture. A suburb almost a mile away from town called Woodstock, Georgia, hosted a Taiwanese food festival in the parking lot of a economically intense parking lot of a shopping center. When I looked at where they were hosting this on Google Maps, the parking lot of this shopping center looked virtually abandoned. The one store in the shopping center was a Dollar Tree, and all the other storefronts in there were abandoned except for a military surplus store that looks like it might have been open for about 3 hours a day. And when I got there today, on the other hand, there were like 3 fresh new stores that had recently opened up in this place. 2 of them were some kind of Asian food restaurant, and the parking lot was full and busy with the American economic life of this Taiwanese culture festival. A bunch of tents with food for the most part, and also weird, like There was one tent that was like a used electronics knickknacks shop. Like some of it did not remind me of being in the various Chinatowns or Asian communities in America. It reminded me of being in Japan in Akihabara. This guy had a tent at this festival with just boxes of really weird random electric crap from Amazon that he was selling for dirt cheap. The food was good. I got to eat stinky tofu, and I got to smirk. They had a stage set up where they were playing music, and every now and then they would have a traditional Chinese music play in between like K-pop acts. These kids doing K-pop stuff on the stage. And then there was this like very out of place white person band going up on the stage who played covers of Johnny Cash music. And when the crowd clapped, they said "Shay Shay." I watched through the King of the Hill revival last week, the new season. It was great and fantastic, and now I feel like I am living it. There was the hilarious melting pot of Americana culture happening in the suburban South, where it's very, very clear that it was the Asian community reviving the declining economy of this formerly predominantly white suburb. And they had a little booth for the Republican Party in the corner of this parking lot where all the tents were set up. I hope this doesn't count as being too personal or anything, but Taiwan Fest, Woodstock, Georgia, Facebook. I just want to point out how funny and awkward this situation is by way of graphics. There's a very hilarious key art showing the booths that were open. Yeah, here we go. Taiwan Fest, Woodstock, Georgia, 2025. Let's see if I can get a responsible, mature window capture of this promotional graphic. There we go. Yeah, okay, so look at this. The festival organizer used some kind of AI graphics to make what would look like a suburban strip mall shopping center in Georgia with its huge parking lot right here. This is the style of the sign here, but you can read the text and see it doesn't make a lot of sense. What is this? Fictionicall furniture. There are fireworks. Apparently they do a fireworks show, but we weren't there to see it, and I'm sure that if they did, it might not look as extravagant as this. And the tents were not organized like this. It might have been considerably smaller and less extravagant than the picture might make you think. But look at the list of attractions we got here. We got food. We got wheel cake. We got Yang Ching restaurant. Kingston 7 cuisine. This is hilarious too. This is a Mexican black soul food Asian fusion pop-up restaurant set up there. Goldfish Catch. Yeah, the like carnival games. The festival games that have a sort of Pan-Asian vibe would facilitate a goldfish catching game where the kids bring home a real life goldfish, right? Except they were all fake and they were not using real goldfish there. Pinball machine was really pachinko. A couple guys had a couple pachinko tables that they had set up that the kids were playing with. Hammering nails. Don't remember that. And then at the bottom of the list is just Republican Party. And the craziest thing is that that booth was actually kind of busy throughout the most of the event. They had a cardboard cutout of Donald Trump sitting in front of the Republican Party tent at the Woodstock, Georgia, Taiwan Festival. And I think that the people in charge also were looking forward to putting out an Elon Musk cardboard cutout next to him. But it was actually in the back of the tent, and the cardboard was kind of like moist and ratty and falling apart. So that was my King of the Hill adventure that I spent the day doing. I went out there with a bunch of friends, and we ate a bunch of really good food and had some fun people watching there. Yeah, I am exhausted though, and world is the giant spring roll you got is called a poopia. It sounds like a vibe. Could always use some more gizmos and gadgets. Oh my gosh, cute. I hope I'm not saying anything too personal or anything, but yeah, hammering nails. What was the hammering nails thing? I don't remember hammering nails. Famous Taiwanese festival at the furniture store parking lot. They list the first aid station as an attraction. So if there's a one thing Taiwanese nationalists love, it's Republicans. I wish I spent more time at the Republican Party booth than I did. I wanted to walk over and people watch for a minute or two over there and see what exactly was going on, but I did not. I saw the cardboard cutouts and saw that there were like people at that booth. There were always at least 4 or 5 people hanging around the Republican Party tent. Listing a first aid station is like listing scene selection as a special feature. It was a lot of fun though. It was you, me at the Republican Party tent at the Taiwanese festival. Imagine kissing your same-sex queer as hell partner in a full-body fursuit under the Republican tent at the Woodstock, Georgia, Taiwan Festival 2025 in the furniture store parking lot. There are 3 items in full haunts. Yeah, I don't know what is this last one on the list here? The last one, because it's not actually the Republican Party that's the last on the list. My eyeballs are kind of shoving what's actually at the list out of the way because I can't read it. Does anyone know what that is? I don't want to take a screenshot of it and plug it into an AI script detector translator. I gotta go to bed. I am exhausted. But it was definitely a night to remember. And I also actually ate something new and interesting for once. One character looks like food. Well, wouldn't it? No clue on the others. It's such a good one. Yeah. And I think it's so ironic that going to the Taiwan festival in the furniture store parking lot is like unironically the most culturally enriching and socially active activity I really am able to squeeze out of my schedule sometimes these days. But yeah, if I seem tired and exhausted for this stream, and if I'm wrapping it up a couple hours before I usually do, this is why. First half of the day was intense apartment cleaning for a fire damage inspection later. Second half of the day was the Taiwan festival in the suburban Georgia furniture store parking lot. And the Taiwan festival, yeah, it was a Taiwan festival, but there was K-pop and Japanese food. And at some point, hang on, what's the musical act? Yeah, there was there was tea eggs, there was small appliances. A rich celebration of Taiwanese culture here. Come on, bring us the bands. I'm gonna have to close the window because I don't want to show too much of my Facebook here. Here we go. Yeah. Dragon Phoenix beats, right? Okay, so we saw the Stinky Tofu band in the K-pop dance club during the break time. What were they saying? Break time? Oh, that's November 2nd. There were giant taiko drums. There was a great moment where I was talking about the latest developments of the Kondo Wars, while giant they're taiko drums, but I think I almost accidentally said Taito because I was thinking of the video game company. Before Dragon Phoenix Beats came up and played covers of Johnny Cash songs. Oh boy. Yeah. Enjoy. It's like a battle anthem as you were describing going to war with the HOA. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Definitely a good day. A good Saturday, besides all the cleaning in them. For the second half of my Saturday, I hung out at the Asian Culture Festival in a furniture store parking lot. And then I played Resident Evil in black and white on stream, and I had a blast doing both. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining. I'll be playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta on Monday, doing the ducky collecting, froggy collecting, and film canister collecting. Oh, Resident Evil is really good, and I kind of just want to play Resident Evil.